going by the judicial pronouncement by the Supreme Court and Court of Appeal, in the case of Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, and APM, RF is unknown to the law. RF is just an advancement or an innovation by INEC to view the result of polling unit. That is the result which was generated from EC8A. That is the only use of RF. It's a view portal. And BBAS, that was a declaratory judgment by the Supreme Court. BBAS is only used for accreditation of voters. You cannot use BBAS to transmit election result. Transmission and collation of election result in line with the INEC Election Regulation Manual 2023 is to be done manually, not electronically. RF is legally unknown to the law. So if it is unknown to the law, anything that warrant the use of RF in declaration of result is nullity. So what generated the use of RF, the state returning officer was not satisfied with the way and the manner the election was conducted and how it was collated. And they went ahead ignorantly to generate the result on RF. Even going by the literal meaning of RF, INEC result election view portal. There is no any provision in the Electoral Act 2022 as amended where it provides that RF or BBAS should be used for collation or transmission of result. And that was the decision of the justices of the Supreme Court. Even in the case of Adeleke versus Oyetola, Osun State governorship election, there is a judicial pronouncement that have clearly said RF is unknown to the law, unless and until otherwise the Electoral Act is amended.
My country people, TinUBu don't finish this country. He don't finish this country. He no want make another party enter. He want make APC dominate everywhere to the extent people are talking nonsense. People they talk with it not correct again. Okay, if IREF and BVAS is not important, then why did they introduce it? Why did they introduce it? If it be said the law not recognize them, then why was it introduced? Why was it used? For the same people we be say una want to make the come vote. I don't understand this kind of shenanigans. I don't understand the kind of government where we can't get to antichrist's name. In fact, TinUBu don't build all his strategies for everywhere, all his people to the extent we be say Kanu where would they think so okay na NPP na get them they don't collect them from NPP and don't give APC. Right now they are rejoicing. Even that they are party chairman whether they call graduate they come and they speak one English will not be like anything. My country people, they have finished this country. In fact, and TinUBu want to dominate the north, east, south, west, everywhere. He want to dominate and make it belong to one party system. To the extent, Atiku they call on Kwakwaso and Peter Obi, may they come mesh together to take poop TinUBu down. Because they don't look and say individual parts no go fit. Because this APC will enter so, not be the kind of APC will say no. This one we just see so koro with our naked eyes. This one anti-democracy. They don't need your votes, they don't need my votes. Now from the office there they do the wayo and the kuru. My country people, who will save us, so we save us from this shenanigans, so who want save us from this TinUBu rain? say no, because this man, hey, he can do and undo, oh, my country people. I go play more video, can't give you now, to put everything together. Make una know say this TinUBu, they come back in the year 2027 because he don't plant his own APC people for strategic points where he know say they go fit deliver. My country people, wicked they there, where they control of River State. Right now, the same APC don't conquer, they don't collect Kanu, and they see we Kogi. To the extent, Dilomilaye can't come out, they praise God, say don't continue with his life, he don't resume office. He can't they talk, say, he no be loser, oh. He can't they tell us, they remind us of people we say they don't fail many times, they rise up. He says so, in they tell and say, me, in they gidigba, in correct, in stand, because he no say he no go give up. My country people, everybody don't tire, nobody they go Supreme Court again, because if you go Supreme Court again, one, you are wasting your own time. Two, you are wasting your resources. Three, you are giving Nigerians useless hope. My country people, this is not a country, and I keep saying it. Our leaders, they spoil everything, and this was what Peter Obi told TinUBu. He tell TinUBu to his face, say, now you they spoil this country. Oh yeah, I'm gonna listen.
My little contribution to your speech is that the problem of Africa, problem of Nigeria, rests purely on leadership. It is bad leadership that is the problem of Africa. It has nothing to do with colonialism. We were colonized years ago. Today, it is African leaders that have turned Africa into a gigantic criminal enterprise. And I'll give you an example. Let me use this university. Let me use this university to give you an example of the problem we face in our country. This university, if you're employed here, you work hard for several years to be a professor. And if you're a professor in this university, your salary is 400,000 naira. And if they pay you without spending your money for 30 years, your salary will amount to 144 million, which is not up to what we used to buy a car for a legislator in Nigeria. That is the problem of Nigeria. That is the problem of Nigeria. That is number one. Number two, this university where you are, the overhead they give to the vice chancellor from federal government of Nigeria is about 10 million naira. So in 1 year, they will get about 120 million naira. They have over 500 professors, over 4,000 lecturers, over 40,000 students. They get 10 million naira, 120 million naira a year. So 5 of the universities like this will get about 600 million naira annually, which if you convert to dollar today, is about 500,000 naira. That is what we use to go to a meeting of United Nations for 1 week. It's unacceptable. That is the problem of Nigeria. That is the problem of Africa. We can afford to do that with less than 10%. So it's squarely on our destiny. So I thank you for being part of this crusade. I'm sure our governor, every other person, we are part of this crusade. We must dismantle this criminality.
E no end for there. Una remember say when TinUBu come out, come talk say inherit liability country. Say country where inherit say they life support. Say in fact Nigeria not they breathe again. Now there Peter Obi come out, come fire and he can't tell the federal government say their claim they without no foundation. He said their claim is baseless. He can't tell them say how can you they claim say we are waiting you hear it from Buhari and say it not good, say the country don't spoil without you not disclosing in full extent of the country financial problems. Hey, awa. Hey. When I remember say Peter Obi talk say as far as say APC comot the food wey dey in mouth, they comot am, you forcefully comot am, throw am. He say pikin wey talk say mama no go sleep, say me that pikin still ready, say himself no go still sleep. He say this government say go fire them. He say anything wey they release, say go dey cross check, they verify them one by one, they come dey hammer am for public. Peter Obi can continue to the right too. He can talk say one major characteristic of responsible governance is transparency and strict accountability. This demands that the government disclose exactly the degree of deficit they inherited. What is inherited should be disclosed to enable the public to know where we are and where we are headed. Recall that the previous APC government made a similar claim in 2015 against the PDP administration that handed over to them without telling the nation what exactly inherited. Obi said that the federal government had increased the country's debt from 12.6 trillion in 2015 to 87 trillion in 2023, and that the government had failed to improve any of the country's key development indices, including education, health, poverty eradication, and security. Instead, the condition of the nation on every development index got worse, leading to the present sad state. Nigerians know things are bad and they experience it daily. What they now want to hear regularly are measurable and verifiable steps to improve the situation, Obi said. Obi also questioned the rationale behind some of the expenditure items in the supplementary budget recently signed into law. The alarm raised by the government about the bad state of our finances raises questions about rationale behind some expenditure items in the supplementary budget recently signed into law, said Obi.
If Atiku had won, you will not be here.
Okay, thank you, sir.
If TinUBu had won, you will not be here. Some of you who made us why you miss your business. And that is why what we are talking about is the interest of our state. What will our state benefit? What will our political team benefit?
Can you imagine? This weekend, a very terrible person. Oh. Very, very terrible person. My country people. This is, I don't know. TinUBu thinks he's very intelligent. He's very wise. He's playing the game of politics very good. These same people will carry around themselves. Now they will fall in hand. Right now what they hear say the president TinUBu he go still come out again from Abuja to Berlin. Grandpa Shaq do we are here we have a Berlin. Why we can come back we lave from one place to another. You know they sit down for one place, they sit down for your country. That's also travel. Now they travel. The here what we Germany, they say they go Germany, my country people. This one there. Okay, what you want go do? Submit, they invite you, they want you there. The next thing, we'll come the year for news say TinUBu want go attract investors. He want go talk to investors, make they come invest for Nigeria. We be say every day when they loot the same country. Wanna go learn. Nigerians should learn. Our leaders should learn. May they learn. That's the problem we are having. People do not want to learn. They think that their old tactics of politics will still work in this present dispensation. I lie. If you refuse to learn, you won't know.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this then brings me to the issue of wealth, natural resources. We are told that as a continent we hold 30% of the world's minerals. And I have argued that we may have more, even more than this. But yet, we have some of the poorest nations in the world. We, in state houses, those of us who call ourselves presidents and governors and leaders, must tell ourselves every day that the natural resources of our land is God's gift to his people and they don't belong to our pockets. My appeal to my fellow leaders is that, first, we must inform ourselves that that wealth is not ours. If our country has diamonds, it belongs to the people. It's not ours. And as leaders, we are just custodians of that wealth on behalf of the people that we lead. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is a famous quote everywhere in the world that Joyce Banda of Malawi once said, "Leadership is a love affair. You must fall in love with the people yourself, and the people must fall in love with you." If that is inculcated in your mind, if it sinks, you will not touch a single diamond that belongs to the people. In Botswana, when you get into that country, you don't even see a single diamond anywhere. It is highly protected. But you can hear every day that Botswana is one of the richest countries on the continent. They have the highest reserves. And I pay tribute to Botswana's founding father, Seretse Khama, who, when they discovered the diamonds, he made sure there are measures put in place that it shall not be easily accessible. And this sitting president now, I'm told he has said, no export of our raw diamonds, but also investors that want to come and invest in mining in our country, 50-50. You are not going to exploit Africa all the way from wherever. You are going to come and it is going to be 50-50 with the people of Botswana. So when somebody in Botswana gets land, he will go to the government to get a tractor. And then he will go and farm. And he will go back to government to get seeds and fertilizers free. And he will send his child from standard 1 all the way to university free. That is what I'm talking about. When a country is rich, the wealth belongs to the people, and leaders must ensure that people are enjoying that wealth. I have always imagined that if Azikiwe, Dr. Nandi Azikiwe had been alive, this is the kind of leader we were going to have. Unfortunately, his tenure was cut short. And me as a politician, I do understand, oh my God, you don't know what we do to each other in politics. But I wish he had been given enough time, because he had laid the foundation for the prosperity and unity of this country called Nigeria. Here in West Africa, one country has demonstrated that if you change that narrative, if you take control of your minerals, you can become one of the fastest growing economies in the world. So, this should be inspiration for us. This should encourage us. We are a rich continent. We are a huge continent with abundant arable land. That's why sometimes I laugh when I see the map of Africa against the world. They put it, they squeeze it so that it looks small. I don't know why they're aiming at us. They must be thinking we have no brain. But we have a continent where America, Europe, and India can go in all at once.
My country people, this ex-president Malawi don't talk everything, but our leaders they go, yeah. This Bayo or Nonuga, we be say you know the shame. We be saying a woman they attack. Go any small to you don't run come out attack woman. She know they catch you. Anybody come out obedient to go cost them. You go they talk different things. Now so you don't come attack Aisha Yusuf over the statement where she make, where she can't talk say there will always be difference between commander-in-chief and certificate forger-in-chief. Now, so Bayo Nonuga can't react to the statement where Aisha Yusuf talk. He can't talk, say, I really pity this lady for becoming so uncontrollable. The husband should grab her quickly. She needs attention. Can you imagine? What an insult. Now you, Bayo Onunuga na him need attention. Now you, because woman talk, you reply woman. Now you be woman rapper now. Any small thing you don't run comments. Let's say this man don't get job. His job now say make it sit down, make it they attack people. My country people. Now this one I can carry us. Go the next news where one group come out, come talk say make Governor Akeredolu make it transfer power, give the person we be say one give am to. How can a state dey without no governor? Say because say they sick, no me say the whole state they sick. Say the state need somebody, make person consider for them. My country people, we will hear say the man they governor for any place where he dey, he not stop the man from governing. That's why we dey see we dey see Zoom, we dey see WhatsApp, we dey see all those things. But the people say they want physical governor. My country people, the wahala is too much. Now this one I can bring us come the last news about Emefiele. We be say they don't remind them make you go prison. My country people, this is a lawless country. They put one for prison now so that they free one. The same courts, the same judge, the same judiciary. I don't understand why with this man, why will he hold this man hostage? Because he get properties, because he get car. Which of una free? How many of una free for that government seat? How many? And the way this you can't pay me pass now. This your APC chairman, this your graduate. He can't come and say judiciary that they do well because they give them the appropriate judgment where they want. Say APC no will ever lose. They are the winning party. Wanna listen?
We took the issue to the court because we felt that we were cheated during the election. The election was rigged, not only rigged, but was terribly rigged. And therefore we had no option but to take our case to the tribunal. And the tribunal, as you are aware, ruled in our favor that the election was rigged by NMPP. And therefore that election was declared null and void, and our candidate, Nasir Yusuf Gawuna, should be returned as the winner of that election. As usual, and as part of democracy, they took it to the Court of Appeal, which is normal. Now with that one too, this morning, I'm sure you know what happened. The Court of Appeal declared Nasir Gawuna as the winner of that election on the ground that, first of all, their own candidate, NMPP candidate, was not even, did not even emerge from a registered political party. And according to the Constitution, you have to belong to a political party. You have to be sponsored by a political party before you contest an election. So the Court of Appeal has ruled that he was not a member. Therefore, the issue of even counting votes did not even arise because he was not supposed to be a rightful candidate. And also the votes that they have rigged were fished out during the tribunal, and then they were declared null and void. So the Court of Appeal has also upheld that particular decision of the lower court. So we are so happy with this judgment. We are happy with the judgment because it is according to the rule of law. We are happy with the judgment because what we looked for judiciously has now been given to us. And we are also happy because the people of Kano are happy. You know, the peace and stability that we established in Kano State during our 8-year administration in Kano State, when these people came, as a matter of, just within 1 week, they started destroying what we built in Kano. I'm sure the commercial activities in Kano have gone down now. Even international investors, foreign investors, are now declining to come to Kano. Commercial activities are almost a standstill in Kano. So the people of Kano are jubilating now. If you ask now, there's jubilation in Kano because people are happy. And people, those who have been, whose properties have been demolished, they went to the Court of Law. And the Court of Law has also ruled that they should be paid a compensation of 30 billion naira. And this is just the start. There are so many people that have gone to the court. So we have to thank judiciary for doing what they are supposed to do. And we have to thank the ulama of Kano who prayed day and night for us to win at this Court of Appeal. And we have to thank the business community in Kano for showing us solidarity. We have to thank even the traditional rulers for praying for us. We have to thank everybody. So that is the issue. We are law-abiding politicians. We know they will go to the Supreme Court. There's no problem. Democracy has provided that opportunity for them to go to the Supreme Court. Also, at the Supreme Court, we appear and we pray to Almighty God to give us success as well.
My name is Senator Dino Melaye, the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the just concluded November 11 governorship election. Just to tell you that I've resumed in my office, and life is a continuum. I mean, life is simple. I always laugh away my sorrow. I always dance away my worries. I'm a happy soul, and I'll continue to be happy. And just to encourage all my supporters and lovers all over the country and in Kogi State that please don't be disenchanted, don't be disillusioned, don't be perturbed, don't be disturbed. Just carry on, because at the end of the day, there will be light at the end of the tunnel. Weeping may tarry till night, but joy commences in the morning. And these Egyptians you see today, I assure you very soon you shall see them no more. So be emboldened and be strong, be determined and be resolute that we will soon overcome. It is not the end of the battle, but we're not going to get worried at all. That no matter how often honest people fall, they always get up again. According to Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16. Never forget this truth. Failure probably won't kill you. We vastly exaggerate the effects of failure. We blow the prospect of failing all out of proportion. Failing is not the end of the world. We did not even fail. We did not fail, but failing is not the end of the world. The fear of failure is far more damaging than failure itself. Proverbs chapter 24 verse 16 says, no matter how often honest people fall, they always get up again. Even good people stumble. They make mistakes, they mess up and fail. Successful people are not people who never fail. They are actually people who get up and keep going. Successful people just don't know how to quit. And Dino Melaye is not quitting because I don't know how to quit. Have you ever heard, of famous failures? George Washington lost 2/3 of all the battles he fought. George Washington lost 2/3 of the battles he fought. But he won the Revolutionary War and later became the first president of the United States of America. Napoleon graduated 42nd in a class of 43. Then he went up and conquered Europe. In 21 years, Babe Ruth hit 714 home runs, but he struck out 1,330 times. He struck out nearly twice as often as he hit a home run. The famous novelist John Cressy received 753 rejection letters before he published 564 books. Roald Hussey Macy failed 7 times at retailing before starting Macy's departmental store in the United States of America. Great people are simply ordinary people who have an extraordinary amount of determination. Today you go and see Macy's store, departmental store all over the world. He failed as a retailer, but today he owns and controls Macy's departmental store in America. They just keep on going. Good people, resolute people, successful people keep on going. So Dino Melaye will keep on going. We realize that there's never a failure and we will never quit. That's how you reduce your fear of failure. You redefine it. You reduce your fear of failure and redefine it. You don't fail by not reaching a specific goal. Instead, failure is not having a goal. Failure is refusing to get back up against once you fall. It is refusing to try. That is failure. The first day of kindergarten, I got in the wrong line and then into the wrong classroom. Can you imagine me going home to my mom and died and saying, I am a failure at education. No, this school thing just doesn't work. Of course not. Even as a young child, I learned from my mistakes and, I learned from my mistakes and did better the next day. When you fail, keep going. If at first you don't succeed, it is not a big deal. You are never a failure when you don't give up. So take it over. Who is someone you admire because of how they have dealt with failure? What makes that person admirable? What's the greatest failure you've ever endured? What did that failure teach you? What helps you and motivates you to keep going when you face possible failure? That is stand up, shake it off, and move. We have shaken it off. We are moving. We are going to conquer. We are going to succeed. Mandela was in prison for 27 years. He fought it out and later became the president of South Africa. And Muhammadu Buhari ran 3 times. He failed. But he was persistent, he was consistent. He became the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
This is Bod TV Bod. In case the first time you come here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more uploads.